Hey, good morning. Happy hump day, y'all. That's right. Oh, let me come over here. Bam. Look at these. Now, y'all are used to me wearing hoops, right? But I ordered these babies. That's right, the continent. That's right, take a look. You know it. You see it. The signature collection, right? I tagged them on my page yesterday with a picture of these earrings. I ordered both sizes. This is the larger size. I forget the centimeters, and then I have the smaller size. But they are everything, and they are light, okay? And so I just love when I get products and I'm really happy with them. So listen, I support people and I jump on here and I tell the world that I love it, okay? Light, okay? I love it. So get you up here. Anyway, also, day 2. Well, this is not, well, day 2 out, all right? Because I went through the pros hair care system, that too. And I did a part 1 video on going through the whole wash process. And then I twisted my hair and I kept the 2-strand twisting for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. Took them out yesterday. And, you know, they were my curls were popping, okay? And then I worked out on my Peloton bike and myself and always me was like, your hair's gonna get busted. So what did I do? I used the bands and I stretched it and I went to bed. Look at these curls. They still popping, y'all. Look. Know if you can see. You know, listen, this is after riding the Peloton bike and all of that. This is good for 4C here. Listen. We get what we get. We get what we get. But good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my random raw moments. You know, I went to jump on here before Coffee with Friends while I'm making my coffee. Y'all see, it's brewing over there. All right, let me see what cup I'm gonna use today. You know, I got some new cups coming, y'all. I got some new cups coming. If you haven't bought one of my Coffee with Friends cups, this one is the Storyteller. I've sold several different types of coffee mugs. I don't make them myself. I have them made for me. And they are in the cup, sublimation, so you don't have to worry about washing and the vinyl peeling off, right? Because we know what happens to vinyl after a while. After you know, you can't put it in a dishwasher. You really shouldn't put it in the microwave. So, you know, if you don't want your art to peel off, get it in there. But anyway, y'all, this is the cup I'm gonna use today. But what am I talking about today? You know how we get into relationships and some years go by and you start to feel like, damn, how I get in this toxic relationship? How I end up in this fucked up space, right? Y'all heard about them red flags, right? Them red flags that be waving all over the place, that be all up in our face, and we ignore. That one, okay? Those red flags, that's the red flags that I'm talking about, okay? That's the red flags that I'm talking about. Sometimes we ignore the red flags because we brush them off as, that's nothing, right? But when you get into a relationship and you start to see those red flags unpack themselves in your relationship, right? And then it becomes a problem, and then your relationship starts to become toxic, and then you start to complain. Do you ever sit back and say to yourself, are these things that I saw before we got together? I mean, before we committed at this level and I ignored? I need my water because, yeah, so is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? That we might have recognized these things but have ignored them? Let me turn you around, cause, right? Is that what we're saying? Because people don't just change all of a sudden in a relationship after you've been in a relationship for 2-3 years. They have shown you some of the signs in a relationship. And even when I look back in my relationships and I think about some of the things that I didn't like as I navigated further along in the relationship, I started to think back and go, did I see any of this early on? And you know what? I did. But I ignored it because I'm thinking, okay, nobody is perfect or whatever the case may be. But you ever hear the saying, people don't go after the good guys. You ever hear that saying, y'all? Right? Why are women, well, some women, because nothing is all, right? Why are some women so attracted to the bad boy, right? You see the red flags. You see that they're going to have issues, right? But you still chase that person. You still want to be with that person, right? And then when you get with them, you call your girlfriends, you call your mama, you call your cousins, everybody to talk about how shitty of a man he is and how bad he's being to you, right? But you chased him, even when he showed you these signs. Why are women attracted to the bad boy? I've heard women say, oh, he's too nice. What's too nice? What is too nice? See, sometimes we have to take accountability for where we are in relationships, right? And I'm okay with that. I have said to myself, and I'm having a hot flash right now, I have said to myself, self, get your fan. That's what I'm saying right now. Get your fan. I need my fan. Get your fan. But listen, this is life at 54 years old. Okay? Anyway, why do we chase the bad boys? We have to hold ourselves accountable. That's where I was at. We have to hold ourselves accountable too when we get into these relationships. And sometimes I look back and I go, damn, RAW. You can't blame nobody but yourself, right? So just put an H on your back and handle the shit and keep it fucking moving. Because we have to be accountable for the people that we choose to be in our lives, right? If we keep chasing the guy that keeps showing us, right, the error of his ways, but we keep chasing him, and then we get with him, and he unleashed the error of his ways on us, and then we complain. Okay? So these are things in relationships you have to think about. Sometimes you have to walk away and go, damn, RAW, you fucked up on that one. You picked the wrong one. And just keep it moving, right? We know what we get, and most times we see a red flag, but we still want to chase that bad guy. We still like the bad guy. You know how many women go, ooh, I love a guy with Timberlands, baseball cap. That used to be the thing with me growing up, right? In the 80s, everybody wanted the hood guy, the street guy, the guy that's rolling around with Timberlands. And even years after that, in the 90s, in the 2000s, a lot of women, they were like, no, I like my man and his Timbs and his that. And I was one of them. I'm a Timbs. Love it. Okay? New York all the way. Love it. Right? Swag. Right? And then the nice guys be walking around wanting to take care of their women and do all their things, wearing their little Chicos and chinos or whatever you call them. Okay? And we ignoring them. But then when we get older, in our 40s and our 50s, we be looking around for them chinos, talking about where them chinos at, right? And then we want to know why the chinos don't want us. Well, we wasn't looking at the chinos. We were looking at the Timberlands. And I'm not saying everybody with Timberlands was bad. I'm just using that as an example, just to give you a visual of the bad boy versus the more conservative, but I'm not saying all the guys in chinos are good either. I'm just using it as a point of reference, all right? Just to give you a visual and to separate the bad boy from the conservative boy. But that's just something to think about. So when you look in your relationship, think about what you looked for in your relationship, right? And think about if you're having any issues in your relationship. Just think. did you notice those red flags before? Right? And I'm not saying beat yourself up because you noticed the red flags and you ignored them. What I'm saying is notice the red flags. Notice that they're there, right? So that you don't make the same mistake next time, right? Because if we ignore it and we move on to the next, we might repeat that same behavior over and over again. Sometimes we have to take accountability, and I can't say it enough, and look at ourselves and go, how the fuck I picked this shit? What is going on with me, right? And then work that out so that you don't make the same mistake when you go pick your next partner. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line is relationships are not perfect. No relationship is perfect. But what makes a relationship great is when two people can come together, right, and care for each other, right? Feelings, physical state, mental state, and have communication. I know that seemed like simple ingredients, right? But those are complicated for some people. There's a lot of people who don't know how to communicate, right? And there's a lot of people who don't understand what having the best interest in someone's physical and mental state is. A lot of people understand the physical aspect of it, right? Because that's just, ooh, I will protect you. I will beat up the person that comes in front of you and tries to attack you. That's one aspect, right? But then you got the mental aspect, right? Some people don't know how to protect another person's mental aspect, right? And maybe it's because they have to unpack something deeper. And I'm not saying the bad boy can't change, but he has to want to. He has to want to. You know, there's that little saying that flies around on social media often, and it talks about the right man will change and be what he can be for the right woman. Something of that nature. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But the thing is will he? I've never experienced that. You know, but damn it, if there's women out there that have had a man that's been a complete shithead and he's changed his ways because he loves you, oh, baby, I would love to hear it. Okay? I would love to hear it. Oftentimes, pride and ego gets in the way. Pride and ego gets in the way. And some men, they don't want to change because they figure changing does two things. It gives the other person what they want, and they feel like that's a sense that there's some kind of weakness on their part. Okay? And number two, they don't want to give in to the next person because they don't want to feel like the next person has that much power. But it's not about power. It's about love. It's about love and it's about respect, right? It's about love and it's about respect. And when you're in a relationship, the one thing you have to remember is, you know, you are supposed to cover your significant other in that love, in that respect, right? No matter what. That doesn't mean that y'all are not going to have issues and there's not going to be, you know, disagreements, right? But there's a respectable way of handling even those types of situations, right? Disrespectful ways and toxic ways of handling situations in a household when you have issues and communication breaks down is completely ignoring each other and ghosting each other and living in the same house, right? That's not good. That's toxic. So when you get into a situation where you're living in a space where you're with someone where they completely cut off communication, right? And they do everything to to isolate themselves from you, ghosting you in your own house, right? That's toxic. And so sometimes you have to look at yourself and go, okay, this is toxic. I'm going to get the fuck out of this. But I need to identify all the things, all the red flags that I should have picked up in a relationship before, and then make sure that I don't ignore these red flags or accept these red flags in the future, because now I know the impact of these red flags, right? So that's where our accountability comes in. But listen, that's going to be the topic of the day today, okay? Why do we chase the bad boys? What's wrong with the good boys? What's wrong with the good boys? And let's define what a bad boy is versus a good boy, right? Good man. Let's define that, because
He gets straw because there's some yogurt in this.
oh yeah, here. This is my house, y'all. During the week, we have remote schooling.
Hello.
This is what goes on in here. All right.
Laser, pam, pam.
Oh God, he's getting ready to drink his yogurt with a straw. But this is the things that we have to think about, right? When we are in a relationship, or when we're selecting our partners, our significant others, right? Listen, we need to love up on each other. I keep saying that. The Black love, the Black community, we need healing, right? And I'm not saying that we don't have Black couples that are flourishing, okay, and that have beautiful relationships. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that for those that are not flourishing and not having great relationships, we need to do better. We need to learn to love up on each other. Provide and protect. That is so heavy to me. That is not just buying me a Frank, okay, and beating the man up. No, that is so much deeper. Provide, right? Provide all I need. Feed me, like, my soul, right? Protect me. Protect my heart. Protect my integrity, right? Things go beyond protecting someone physically, okay? Your wife and your husband, or your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is you label them as, you're supposed to be growing with them as a future. But if you find yourself in situations where you're in, like I said, relationships where you're disconnecting communication-wise, okay, and darts are being thrown at each other, and you see that there's a significant other that's constantly trying to hurt you, constantly trying to sabotage you, there's a lot of things that significant other needs to unpack. I don't even judge them. I don't. I look at them and I go, oh, baby, you have a lot of shit to unpack. You're damaged, you're broken, but you can get fixed, right? First, you have to recognize the error of your ways and the things that needs to be fixed. And then you need to go fix them shits, right? I know it's simply said, but hard, because a lot of us in the Black community don't believe in therapy. But there's many ways you can fix yourself, right? First, recognize that there's an issue. They make you stand up in Alcohol Anonymous, right? And what is it they make you do? Hi, I am Robin White, and I'm an alcoholic. Isn't that how it starts? Right? Now, these people have to stand up in front of a bunch of people and admit what their issue is. Hi, I'm Robin White, and I'm a heroin user. Whatever the thing is that they're admitting to, they stand up in front of a bunch of people and they say their name and they say what their addiction is, okay? That's being accountable. First, people need to do that. First, they need to say, damn it, I got issues. I'm hurting someone else. I'm hurting many other people. How can I fix myself? Oh, if we could do that in this community, shit. We might have a lot more healing going on. But anyway, it's never too late. It's never too late. I just say, listen, today's topic is going to be around those red flags. What red flags did you see that you ignored, and then later on in a relationship you complained about? Right? Because the first thing that people ask me when I go to them and I go, this MF for so and so and so, they go, did you ever notice these signs early on? And I go, you know what? I kind of did. So that's where my accountability has to come in. Right? So anyway, that's a word from raw to the bone. That was a raw moment. All right, it is 7:30. I have a half an hour before I go live on Coffee with Friends on IG. Okay, so come on over and join us. Let's talk about those red flags. All right, listen, and anything else you want to talk about, just jump in. Also, I let people jump on the video camera and co-host with me, because listen, sometimes there's a lot to say. And all that typing on your phone is hard. So people jump on and they express themselves. So if you're interested in joining Coffee with Friends, come on in. 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. We talk about real topics. We have a good time. We laugh. We cry. Okay? We talk about movie shows. We talk about our personal business. We talk about a lot of stuff. And the one thing is that it's a no judgment zone. No judgment zone. So when people tell their business, we don't go, oh my God, you're stupid. Or oh my God, These are experiences. This is real. We're unpacking trauma. We're learning from each other. Okay? And we're building better communication across our community. Even if it's 10, 15 people that jump on a live in the morning, I don't care. Right? Spread the love any way you can spread it. And this is how I'm trying to spread it, because I love my people. I love my brothers and sisters. And I want us to flourish. And I want us to be good at everything. I want us to be good at parenting. Not perfect. I want us to be good at relationships. Not perfect. But I want us to be good at them. And I want us to learn to take accountability and just learn to take care of ourselves. We are a beautiful people. We are a resilient people. Okay? You see? Come on now. Beautiful and resilient, right? Let's apply all of that to our relationships and do better. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go make my damn coffee and finish out my morning. I know all this energy at 8 o'clock in the morning, I start at 6:30 in the morning, and then by 3, 4 o'clock, I'm dead. Yesterday, I rode my bike. Then I was chatting on the phone with my girlfriend for a little while. And then I jumped in the shower and laid on the couch, and I was dead to the world. I couldn't even get through not one show. It's terrible, right? But all the energy unleashes itself starting at 6:30 in the morning. Here you go. Coffee with Friends gets it. And then I'm done. But anyway, guys, see you in 30 minutes if you jump on Coffee with Friends. And if you don't, follow me on IG anyway. Why not? Okay? Follow me on Facebook. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. And YouTube, of course, you should follow me there and listen to my stories, see my raw moments, see me meditate, whatever it is, product reviews, anything. All right? Hit my YouTube channel. Okay? Look for me, Raw to the Bone. I'm out there. Or Robin White. My YouTube page will pop up. It has a storyteller on there. You will see her. All right? But anyway, guys, let me get ready. Half an hour goes by really fast, so I could jump on Coffee with Friends. But you know me, I'll peek in throughout the day. And for that, I am out. Peace.